Cleveland Browns training camp, QB drama, and early insights. Browns training camp is set to offer its first padded practice on Monday, but the season's most critical development will come soon. The Browns quarterback rotation has remained unchanged since spring, yet the team is already preparing for the challenges ahead. In 2 days, we've seen standard football routines, but the key question remains: can the team return to respectability after a year of intense competition? Camp officially opened on Wednesday, with practices lasting 70 minutes, though Thursday's shift brought new faces into the mix. The Browns' first practices will open Friday and Saturday, with their first padded session on Monday. Coach Kevin Stefanski has emphasized his goal of having a clear starting quarterback by week 4, with the Browns' trip to Philadelphia for joint practices with the Eagles making sense of the situation. The team's rookie QB, Kenny Pickett, made a standout performance in drills, but his performance hasn't been enough to secure a full roster. Meanwhile, Joe Flacco took the lead in the 11-on-11 work, but his reps aren't the same as his teammate Dillon Gabriel. Stefanski mentioned that they'll evaluate the rep order and quantity next week, aiming to maximize shared reps through simultaneous 7-on-7 drills. However, the team continues to run these practices with a focus on short passes and limited streaks of completions, which may signal a challenge for the upcoming season. Notable highlights include the Thursday Red Zone 11-on-11 drill, where Pickett scored 5 snaps with the number 1 offense, but Gabriel and Sanders each received 4 snaps with the second unit. None of those plays led to touchdowns. Another key point comes with Quinshon Judkins, who remains unsigned and away due to a domestic violence arrest. While the Browns take the matter seriously, they're still gathering information about the incident, highlighting the complexity of the situation. The team's general manager, Andrew Berea, stressed that decisions should be made carefully, especially regarding Quinshon's future. In contrast, Mike Hull Jr. and Devin Bush were arrested during training camp, showing that even in moments of controversy, there's room for discussion. As the season progresses, the Browns will continue to test their ability to balance tradition with innovation. With the length of practices increasing, the team is looking to fill gaps in the running back group, positioning wide receiver as a possible addition. Meanwhile, the offensive line is focused on building a solid foundation, with players like Isaiah McGuire and Mason Graham taking on defensive roles. Safety Grant Delpit intercepted Pickett during a 7-on-7 drill, showcasing the team's commitment to both strategy and play. The final updates reveal that the quarterback reps have shifted, with Pickett leading the charge in 7-on-7 drills, while Flacco and Gabriel take on the 11-on-11 situations. Zach Jackson, a staff writer for The Athletic, adds his perspective on the Browns' ongoing journey, emphasizing the importance of both tradition and progress. How the Browns' 4 quarterbacks performed on Day 3 of 2025 training camp, Shedeur Sanders, and more. The Cleveland Browns quarterback lineup had their chance to shine on Day 3 of training camp. Here's how the rookies and veterans performed, as reported by Mary Kay Cabot of Cleveland.com. But first, a quick note. If you choose to purchase products or create an account through links on our site, we may receive compensation, as outlined in our user agreement and privacy policy. Now, let's dive into the action on the field. The rookies, Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel, took center stage, addressing the media before practice. This followed the veterans' turn at the podium on Thursday. It's clear that the Browns are putting their faith in these young players, but only time will tell if they can live up to the hype. As training camp progresses, all eyes will be on the quarterback competition. Will the rookies rise to the challenge, or will the veterans maintain their grip on the starting position? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Cleveland Browns Training Camp 2025. QB battle, roster updates, and key players. The Cleveland Browns 2025 training camp isn't just about drills. It's a pressure cooker of drama, ambition, and unanswered questions that could redefine the franchise. Let's unpack the biggest storylines unfolding in Berea, Ohio, where every practice rep and roster decision feels like a high-stakes chess match. But here's the twist most analysts aren't discussing. This camp isn't just about football. It's a collision of legal drama, generational talent clashes, and a locker room fighting against the NFL's lowest expectations. Daily camp highlights. Friday, July 25th. Kenny Pickett isn't just competing for the starting QB job. He's rewriting his NFL narrative. Browns coaches raved about his jaw-dropping accuracy during mobile throws, though a red zone interception served as a stark reminder of his growing pains. Here's the kicker. QB coach Bill Musgrave admitted, "We learn more from mistakes than perfect throws," sparking debate about whether Pickett's errors are acceptable for a potential starter. The injury bug struck hard. WR Cedric Tillman exited practice with a leg injury during red zone drills, leaving fans to wonder if this setback could derail his breakout season. Meanwhile, TE David Nehelku returned after a personal absence, adding stability to a receiving core that desperately needs it. Thursday, July 24th. The QB carousel took its first spin. Joe Flacco split first-team reps with Pickett, while rookies Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders battled for backup roles. But here's where it gets controversial. Why is a former Super Bowl MVP like Flacco being treated as an afterthought in early practices? Defensive fireworks erupted too. Safety Grant Delpit's interception of Pickett marked the defense's first major statement. Off-field drama simmered as GM Andrew Berry dodged questions about unsigned RB Quinshon Judkins facing domestic violence charges. This is the ethical dilemma no one wants to address. Should teams prioritize talent over off-field conduct when roster spots are at stake? Wednesday, July 23rd. Day one set the tone. Pickett dominated first-team reps, but Coach Kevin Stefanski warned, "Don't read into the rotation yet." Meanwhile, Myles Garrett dropped a bombshell that's still echoing through the league. "I expect a Super Bowl run," he declared. A bold claim for a team Vegas projects at 4.5 wins. Ask yourself, is this confidence inspiring or delusional? The elephants in the room. Jordan Hicks' shock retirement. The 10-year linebacker's sudden exit leaves a leadership void and questions about Cleveland's defensive depth. Helmetgate 2025. The new Alpha Dog alternate helmet design has fans divided. Sleek modernization or betrayal of tradition. Roster bubble time bombs. With 53 spots up for grabs, every practice could end a career. Who survive? Final thought, as August 7th's preseason opener looms, one truth emerges. This isn't just a competition for starting roles. It's a referendum on Cleveland's identity. So we ask you, is Pickett the future? Or is this another QB carousel destined to crash? Can a team haunted by legal issues and low expectations truly become contenders? Sound off below. Let's see if the fans agree with Garrett's Super Bowl bravado or Vegas's grim forecast.